actual kind of a retort to the question on the SEBI chief. Well, let's bring in Jay Bala now, who's with us of Cash the Chaos. Jay, good to have you with us here. Thanks for your time. And the big question, of course, is what happens after the cut tomorrow? Should we expect some big market moves around it, very near term? Or you think it's just going to be business as usual?
Yeah, definitely there's bound to be a big move, Prashant. And if you look at the Nifty, it's looking quite tired and looking for a trigger either on the upside or the lower side. And as I've been pointing out for the last 3 weeks, as long as the Nifty can hold about 24,770 to 24,753, I think the bulls are safe. But if markets were to fall below 24,753, I think it could trigger a sizable pullback in the short term. It can be a trend reversal too, but it needs a lot of other evaluation to be done. So we'll take it as a pullback that's due if the markets were to go below 24,770.
Okay, so a slip to 24,770, you're saying that is not entirely ruled out just yet. But what's the sense? I mean, just another day to go and then we'll have the Fed announcement coming in. And if it goes along expected lines, that the cut is coming, do you expect any meaningful moves? And how are you positioning for the event, Jay? Whether it's 50 bips or 25 bips, whichever way it goes.
Yeah, on the bond markets, I'm anticipating the US 10-year yields to drop to about 340, 320. That's been the view since quite some time now. And the markets are quite precariously poised. The big techs are underperforming. And if the NY FANG index, if that were to drop below 10,400, that will be a big dent on the bullish triggers for the market. So we are a bit cautious on the markets. So, but we've been anticipating higher highs for the Dow Jones and underperformance for the big techs. That's been playing out. But even the Dow Jones is looking like it could finish a move. But like I said 3-4 weeks ago, I'm anticipating big volatility to come in for the markets for the next 6 months to next 18 months. So once the next cut is done, we can anticipate some huge moves. And there are a lot of templates that's due. The Nikkei, the US dollar JPY, and there are so many similarities to 2008. So that we just need the market to do something. The next step is going to be very crucial. And if that were to happen, I'll spell out the template that was there in 2008. It's a bit premature to talk about it, but for the next Tuesday, we can probably talk about it.
I'm not sure if it's correct, but I think somebody sent me a note saying this is from Merrill. We'll confirm it, saying that they were describing the US market. This is not a bull market, but a buffalo market. It's lacking in direction. It is tired and it is roaming.
Like a buffalo.
It's just, but that was for the US to be sure. But as I said, we'll confirm it whether that actually indeed is something which BOFA put out. Jay, it's dollar, right? I mean, what do you make of it? I think we're around the 100 levels, 100.5 or so. And this range, 100.4 to about 100.8, is the 200 weekly moving average, the December 2023 lows, the Feb March 2023 lows. You break this is a big level. You break this, I mean, there can be pronounced losses from here. That typically is meant emerging market outperformance.
Yeah. But the markets have anticipated that, and that's the reason why we are seeing outperformance for the Nifty. And structurally, the dollar index had two possibilities. One, it stays above that 99 and change the low it made in 2023 and turns from here. And the next objective is about 97. So there's no edge between these two views. So if the 99 and 99.6 or 99.7, if that were given, we are looking at something like 97 for the dollar index. But there's a surprise possibility, as I mentioned on the 20th of August, that the dollar USD JPY cross has a unfinished strengthening to be done around 140. It's done 140. That looks like a completed move. So if that were to USD JPY were to strengthen, that will probably give strength to the dollar index on the $6 basket. So watch out for this. We are at this important support. If the current lows were given, we are looking at 97 for the dollar index.
97 for the dollar index. Okay, so some big moves perhaps expected. So, Jay, finally, till we get more clarity on what's happening with the global markets, any immediate clear trades that you see on the way up or down here in India for, in terms of individual stocks?
Yeah, I've gone to recent IPOs, relatively recent, listed in 2021, 2022. One is from the healthcare space, Nureka Limited. It's breaking out of an inverse head and shoulders pattern after running up initially, and it looks like it can do about 470, and a stop loss of 320 is good. And there's another stock called Nuvoca Vistas, again recently listed in 2021-22. So it's breaking out of a short-term trend line. And once again, the stop loss for this also is at 320, but the potential is about 475.
Okay, Nureka and Nuvoco. Got it. We'll keep those in mind, Jay. Thanks very much for being with us this afternoon and for taking us through the way the market setup is poised at the moment. Well, we're down to